Hey, what's up? This is Winston from Parkway Drive, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
What's up, dude? It's been 3 years since the last time that we reunited. We were in the back of your tour bus at House of Blues in Anaheim.
Yeah.
I think Ire had just dropped. You were on that North American tour. How have you been, man?
Been all right. It's been busy. It's been really busy. It's
nonstop.
Yeah, it's been nonstop. Just like touring and touring,
Yeah.
making music and touring some more. Like
Yeah.
it was that was kind of the start of everything blowing up. It's that tour. So yeah.
Now, have you actually sat down and realized that it's been 6 albums in 15 years?
It's weird, dude. Like it's so weird. When I look back and I think of the numbers and the time and stuff, it really, really hits me.
Yeah.
And it's strange just because it doesn't feel like there's been a break.
Right.
Like it still feels like it's going, and it still feels like the trajectory is going to places we haven't expected. Like you expect the ball to stop rolling at some point, and it just hasn't. So
I don't think it's going to. I think you keep
Thanks.
creating
Yeah,
something that the audience wants. So.
Yeah, well, that's really cool. Like that's the thing that continues to shock me. Continues to shock me that it just keeps getting better and better. So we just keep doing what we do, and we love the opportunity to be able to keep doing it, and we want to just keep connecting with people. That's the main thing.
Right.
Like putting on shows and creating music that gives people something, I guess, new, or something that makes them feel.
I love that you guys keep pushing the limits. You guys don't stick to one sound. You don't stick to one boundary. This new record, for example, like there's so many different sounds in there. It's out there.
Yeah.
You guys tackled. I always think about like politics. What is it? Politics, death, and religion are like the hardest topics to tackle, and you guys tackled 2 of them in there. Yeah, exactly. So take me into the studio for this record, and being that it was so personal, like how challenging was that record?
It was challenging. Like it was challenging because it really it definitely defined the writing style and sound and process in ways that we hadn't worked before, simply because of like the time and the place that we were at. When you sit down to write something, it's an expression. Like it's an expression of who you are personally. And if you're in a certain place like where we were then, it comes out in a certain way. And it's not like you can force yourself to be in another state of mind when you're writing.
Right.
So there was like things that were written that sounded like different. That literally just sounded different because that's the way.
That was your state of mind.
That was it. That was the state of mind. And then you either like shy away from it and force yourself to do something that isn't like, just doesn't connect with where you are.
Yeah.
Or for us at that point in time, we just couldn't. So you write something which is genuine, and it means like confronting like a heavy situation and putting yourself out there. And when it comes to actually writing the music, like writing in a way that you're not familiar with. So the idea was simply to like be genuine, just to write a record that was genuine to the moment and to the people and to the character of the sound. Like if you're going to write something different, you're going to have to make sure that you commit to that character. Like you don't half-ass it, basically.
Do you feel because the subject matter of this record was so heavy that's kind of what led you to want to sing in the record a little more?
Yeah. 100%. 100%, because there's like it is about being genuine. There's things that you want to scream, and then there's times in your life when you struggle to breathe, and you struggle to be able to capture a moment or an essence in like a way that doesn't have that intensity of screaming.
Right.
And that's literally all it comes down to. Like there's so many parts on that record where I'm like, this has to be done in a way that we haven't done it before.
Yeah.
And for me, that meant obviously like finding the voice for that part, whether it's spoken word or rapped or sung or screamed or whatever. Obviously a lot of different things, and that was literally it. It was like just finding the tool for the expression.
Did you find it interesting that even spoken word kind of made it more impactful than you actually singing? Like I felt like Cemetery, for example, that song, like
Thank you.
because of the spoken word in the beginning, like I was just like, whoa, this is heavy. Like,
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like I've always been someone that connects a lot with words.
Yeah.
Like it goes different for different people. And have this conversation with a lot of people, and it happens with a lot of people in the band. They're like, I don't listen to lyrics at all. I just listen to melody, or I just listen to the rhythm or something.
just scream when you got to scream.
Yeah, that's it. But I connect with lyrics a lot. So there's a lot of stuff that I listen to which is like, people are like, that's just spoken word. They can't hear any melody in it, and I'll be like, no, but that hits me. So there was there's times on this record where like that was the idea. It was literally the connection with the words was going to be what carries it. And if people don't connect with music in that way, then obviously it's just going to go straight past them, which is fine. That's the thing. It's music. I don't expect every person to like every single thing. That's the good thing with music. If you like it, you press play, and if it doesn't connect with you, you can just press stop and find something else. Got no problem with that.
Now, with the tracks on this record, like which one do you feel kind of challenged you the most to create? Like, did you know that these were all going to make it to the record, or were there a few that you were still kind of like skeptical if you wanted to release them?
The only one which we weren't 100% sure on was The Color of Leaving. Like that was
really, that's a great closer too, by the way.
Yeah, it's that was simply like that was the last thing that we thought people would expect from a closer from us. Like it's the song before it, like Kronos, is like that's the Parkway end that you're used to. Like it's the big epic thing with all the everything builds and has this massive crescendo with all the strings and Jeff going wild on guitar. But we wanted the difference, and that song's the most personal song on the record, and it was the hardest to perform, and it was like. We didn't demo that song. That song was done in the studio in like a day.
Jeez.
Over like
just raw,
completely raw. Like there was like 4 takes of it done because it was so raw, like on the emotions, that it was physically hard to perform it in a way that like it had to be musical to a degree, but it also had to have that connection. So it was the kind of thing where until it was done, we were like, does this carry the emotion and at the same time take the record to a finality which does justice to what this time is? And if it didn't do it, it wasn't going to make it. And we really didn't know if that was possible, or if it really was just like a eulogy, which isn't music. It's just a eulogy. So being able to make that song and have it work exactly better than how I could have hoped was nice. It was nice. Like, yeah.
I think it also helped the fact that your sound guy George is back on this record.
Yeah,
and, you know, I don't think we would have had the same experience with the record if you had gone to another producer that didn't experience everything that you guys went through.
That's it. Like he's, in case anyone doesn't know, like he's been here like with us for God, I don't know.
He's not tired of you yet.
10 years now, yeah. And it's like working. It just feels right. Like working with him just feels right, and especially for records like when we're tackling subject matter like this, there's no lost in translation. There's like it 100% gets what you need as a person to get the sound, and he 100% gets the communication that you're trying to get across within the music. So like we wouldn't have been able to pull off a whole bunch of this stuff on this record with anyone else, and I don't think it would have happened. And that's simply because of the personal connection. That's simple, which is something that you can't buy that, and it's never been about money or anything in the first place. But like when it comes to making music for us, it's a personal thing. So I'm always grateful for having him and Dean, like his brother Dean, engineers the whole thing, and having those guys like working with us it's just working with family.
Now, you know, how have the fans kind of resonated to this record live? What's that been like so far? It's
been staggering, man. It's nuts. Like anytime you put out anything is you just never know. You never know how something's going to go, especially when you create something different, because obviously it's going to shock people. So until you play those songs live and you see if they have a resonance with anyone that moves them in a way to sing or move or anything like that, that's when you get the gauge of what a song means to someone. And as soon as the record came out, it was just like these songs, like the best song was the set, which is really, really mad, man. It's really mad. It's like I don't know. I like it. Again, I just turn into a kid because I'm just like, thanks, thank you, because it's when you put something down that's so personal, you hope that it does mean something to someone, and then like the tour we just got off in Europe was like summer festivals, like the craziest slots we've ever had, literally the biggest shows we've ever played.
Yeah.
And like opening with Wishing Wells, like Into Prey, straight off the bat, and having those songs be like the biggest response we've ever had was just like, oh my God. So
that's crazy.
It's nice. It's just really, it's humbling. It's very, very humbling. So, yeah.
Now, what can we expect on this upcoming tour? It kicks off tomorrow. And you guys are playing, it's not going to be House of Blues anymore for here. You guys are hitting the Palladium for LA. So you guys are stepping it up.
Come down. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's the idea. Like, it's always, we don't like resting. Like, if we like putting on a better show, and we like bringing more people in. And I like sharing what we do. Right. As simple as that. So it's cool to be able to step it up again. And we're playing a mix of songs. It's always a mix of songs. That's the thing. Like, there's something old, something new, something in the middle, and trying to create something that ebbs and flows. Like, that we can have the heavy parts, we can have the soft parts, we can have the anthemic parts, we can have the fast parts, and bringing it all together into something that keeps you guessing and keeps you engaged and keeps you moving. And that's what we continue to strive for. Right. Yeah.
Well, congratulations with the record. I'm really loving the record. I'm loving every track every record that you guys have released. So hopefully those six albums in 15 years, it doubles. Because I don't see you guys stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't either. Which is, man, I never thought we'd do one record. Yeah. So it's insane to still feel like that 6 records in. That's the thing. Right. It's cool.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. You guys be sure to check out Parkway Drive. They're on tour now, and pick up the new album. It's called
Reverence.
And thanks for watching here on Front Row Live.